Hello people, call me Atheist here. Hope you guys are doing well. Why am I an atheist? I did this video in Hindi. The link should be floating on the top right hand corner of your screen. It was my first video that I recorded. I wanted to do it in English as well. So here we go. Just to be clear, let me quickly define atheism for you. Atheism is a lack of belief in God, the God/gods which are presented. I don't think they can exist. Am I 100% certain God is not there? No, of course not. There may be a possibility, but I'm leaving that for theists to prove. How did I become an atheist? One of my colleagues used to watch, and still does, on occasion, Atheist Experience. It's a call-in show. Atheist Experience is mostly dominated by Christian callers. While my colleague was listening to it, I tuned in, and some Christians gave the most ridiculous arguments to believe in a God. And I was like, surely you can come up with something better, bro. Anyways, long story short, I started listening to it frequently, just for entertainment purposes. I really like how posts point out the flaw in someone's way of thinking. Since I was listening to it on YouTube started to recommend me more skeptical content or more atheistic content. I stumbled upon George Carlin's comedy skit. In one clip, he said, "Tell people to believe in an imaginary being in the sky and they will believe it. Tell them that the paint is wet, they have to touch it to believe." At that point, something lit up in my brain and I started to think, wait a minute, why do I think there is a God? I started to think more about my beliefs. My reason for believing in God was that everyone around me believed in God. My parents, relatives, friends, neighbors, most people around me pray to God. Even when I was in school, every morning the teachers and students would gather in a playground and pray. It was a default setting. Wherever I go, there is a temple. So I never had a reason to doubt the existence of God. Thinking there is a God does give some comfort. No matter how tough life gets, God has a plan for me and everything will be okay. Personally speaking, I've never seen God, and this was the single most biggest thing influencing my life that I believed wholeheartedly without any evidence. We can prove air exists, gravity exists, but God, how do we prove it exists? I can't, but I still believed in it. But then I started noticing how much harm God belief actually causes. I made 10 videos about it, both in English and Hindi. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys are interested. So after all that, I came to a conclusion that I should try and live my life without God. It wasn't that I was angry at God. It wasn't that something terrible happened to me and I just thought in anger that I don't want to believe in you. It was just that I didn't have enough evidence that I should warrant my belief in a God. In fact, when I was a theist, everything in my life was going good. When I'm an atheist, absolutely nothing changed. I'm still doing good. But I just don't have the evidence that warrants my belief in God. Also, I'm open to changing my mind about it, because why not? If God shows up today and tells me, "Here I am," I will not believe, but will know that God exists. Until then, let us think, and you can call me atheist.